Some Secret Service agents also criticizing President Trump for his actions after testing positive for COVID-19.
But as Shannon Halligan explains, former members of the Secret Service say, regardless of that threat, protecting the president is, of course, job one.
Yeah, well, now that the president is out of the hospital, there is concern about the people and staff that he continues to come into contact with. But for Secret Service agents, they'll be expected to protect the president 24/7.
Former Orland Park police chief and former Secret Service agent Tim McCarthy took a bullet to the chest protecting President Ronald Reagan in 1981. McCarthy said that's the sworn duty of Secret Service agents.
It's a dangerous job for the Secret Service. They're some of the best trained, well-trained law enforcement people in the country. They understand there's a threat. And whether it's from a pandemic or from an assassin's bullet doesn't really make a difference.
That includes when President Trump took the motorcade out on Sunday. Secret Service agents wearing masks were in the front seat of the vehicle.
The latest and greatest armored limos have all sorts of environmental designs in them to protect the president from chemical agents from the outside. So the agents were probably as safe as those doctors and nurses that were treating the president every day.
This close to the election, thousands of agents are engaged on protective duty, so they can be subbed out quickly should someone test positive. Despite the reason for protecting the president, McCarthy said it's all part of the job.
They go overseas to war zones to meet the troops, and it often gets a lot of publicity when it happens. Is it political? Is it part of the official duties? Hard to say. But it doesn't make any difference. The role of the Secret Service is to protect the president wherever he or she goes.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, those with mild to moderate symptoms of COVID-19 should isolate for at least 10 days, and the agents who were in the SUV with the president will now be expected to quarantine. Ray and Micah.
All right.
Shannon,
Thank you, Shannon.